The last episode, I had a joke at the end that I had written when I had done my joke about the Cocteau Twins. And it was asking you guys about the penis sizes of the 1987 Twins members. But
I'm not sure.
We don't want to talk about that, do we? I mean,
seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, plus Dan Gladden. Like, you could just picture it, right? It's huge. His nickname was the Wrench.
I didn't know that.
Kent Herbeck. Sorry. You just know. Come on, give me one, guys.
One member of the 87 Twins?
Yeah, who had it? What do you think his penis looked like? Big or small?
Was Randy Bush 87 or 91?
I think 87
Definitely
for
87.
sure.
Wow.
He both? I think he's both.
Might be one of there. I believe there are 7 that are both. Can you name all 7?
Oof.
Kirby Puckett, Ken Turbeck,
Greg Gagne.
Gagne.
Yep.
Yeah. Dan Gladden was
Al
on both.
Newman.
Yep.
Oh, good one.
Was Brian Harper on both?
Nope. Rob's out.
Tim Laudner.
Nope. He's out. Matt's out. Aaron, you're...
No, I was saying Tim Laudner was the 87.
Okay. All right. Matt's still alive.
Matt's still in.
Frankie
Frankie
Bush
V?
is one. I'll give you that one. You're missing one.
I got Randy
Frankie
Bush.
V was not. Nope.
Not Frankie V. I'm out.
Let's think about who hit a game-winning hit in the 91 World Series.
Larson.
That would be Gene Larkin, Aaron.
Larkin. Was he on both?
Number 9
Wow.
on both teams.
Wow.
Man, that's how you play. Who were the Twins that were on both teams?
Because
And you might think-
Larkin hit the game winner and Bush scored, right, in 91? Is that right?
Wow.
That's still wild. A 1-0 game 7.
Gladden scored, I believe.
Gladden scored. Okay.
Here's another baseball trivia question while Rob's looking. What are the 2 northernmost cities in the United States to host a World Series? What are the 2 northernmost cities in the United States to host a World Series?
Toronto.
United
They're in
States.
Canada.
What?
Oh, okay. See how you guys voted.
I know this one. You let me know when you're ready for my answer.
Is it Minneapolis?
That is one of them. You were right.
Denver wouldn't have.
Detroit.
Seattle? No.
Incorrect.
I bet it's way lower than you think.
Oh, it's probably New York.
Yeah, New York?
You're incorrect.
Oh,
Matt, you want to take these guys on a trip on the map and tell them where it's at?
Yep. What you do
Oh
is
my
you have
God.
to go a little bit south of Minneapolis through the great city of Richfield, God's country, to Bloomington, Minnesota.
Yes, the 1965
Oh,
World
God.
Series. That is a trivia question.
that is so
That's
gross.
Nice. That's nice.
That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard, and it will be repeated to my dad immediately upon his awakening
You know
tomorrow.
what? This is perfect, Rob. I have told this story to the upstairs roommate's dad.
Yep.
And it may sound familiar. He got a laugh out of it. He thought
Oh.
it was a great trivia question.
Toronto's way south compared to Minneapolis.
Wow.
Speaking of, I gotta say something quick. Upstairs roommate's dad was at a wedding a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Upstairs roommate
Oh,
dad
I really love that.
is a fantastic dancer.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
He, like, I was told this, I didn't know this at the time, but he was like a ballroom dance teacher at some point in his
gee,
career.
This guy has done it
And
all.
so he had like legit, they were out, him and his wife, the upstairs roommate's mom, were out dancing during some songs. They got called out they do the thing where it's like, who's been married for X amount of years? And they were one of the first one to go out, which is cool.
Nice.
It was over 45, I think. But
He's a
he went
real
out there and
Renaissance
he
man.
was doing like real twirls and stuff. And I was like, I'm not going out there now. This guy is like a legit, he's got moves.
That is. Now, Russell, were you at all intimidated? That seems like kind of an alpha move that you might have to go out there and try to show up.
Yeah,
a
I
little bit.
was. The other thing is, this wedding was it was very hot that day. We're talking 100 degrees of that
Classic.
Iowa heat in the deep south there. And it was not the most well ventilated church that we were in for the dance area. So it was for me, I probably danced about 5 times and it was half a song and back to my chair.
Oh, Russell, I don't know if the dad of the upstairs roommate is out there getting down.
I'm not saying he was tearing it up the whole time, but when he went out there,
yeah,
and when he was putting on like the ballroom moves, or I don't know what the swing, whatever the moves were, there was no one else that could do what he was doing.
And then all of a sudden, this song comes on, and Russell like grabs his date and runs out there. Fuck, you play this song. You know what I mean? Russell's like, finally, this is what I'm an instructor of. It's the bump and the grind.
Here's one other thing I'll throw by you guys real quick. I thought the music at this wedding was really fun. A lot of good songs, a lot of good songs to dance to. I think they did a fantastic A+ with music. There was one or two songs at our table that got questioned, and one of them was Gold Digger by Kanye. Like, that's not a wedding dance song, is it?
That's a red flag.
That's
a great song.
That would be bad. That would be like if your first dance was like Goodbye Earl. You know what I mean? You're like, we don't have to play this. That's a wild choice. We should ask our friends who have been DJs what they think of playing Gold Digger at a wedding. Please call the voicemail line, 802-277-BECK. Let us know.
I wonder if we would ever be able to see the upstairs roommate dance on the dance floor at some point. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah. I would love to see this in person.
I'd love to see that sometime.
That's a great idea.
Maybe I'd show Rob a picture at some point in the future, but I don't plan on sharing a picture with him either.
I mean, like live. I'd like to see this live. If only there was a spot we could see this live sometime.
You know, maybe there will be someday, Matt, and I'm sure if there is, Rob will be in Mexico then.
If not Mexico, Puerto Rico, Jamaica,
wherever he needs to go. Oh, I've got a whole summer at the lake. You know where I need to go? I need to go to Mexico.
I wanted to be there so bad too, Russell. Listen, Russell, at that wedding though, all you got to do is set up a Zoom for my best man speech, okay? Because then I will talk to you from my pool by the beach, no problem. So, we had so much fun with that story.
And then the real weird thing was Aaron was just sitting outside, like on the beach.
Oh yeah,
It was odd.
Yeah. Said he's waiting for the turtle nesting sites. Oh, never mind. That's a joke only if you've been to Mexico, Russell. Probably you wouldn't understand that joke. In 2020, 4 friends decided to listen to every one of the greatest 500 albums as decided by Rolling Stone magazine. This resulted in a text chain that celebrated the music, excoriated the order, and led us to making this podcast. We are far from experts. We promise to do almost no research. All opinions are our own unless you disagree. Please sit back and enjoy. Beck did it better. We are all the way up to album 245. And from 1990... It's certainly my favorite Cocteau Twins album. It's Heaven or Las Vegas by the Cocteau Twins. Now, I've been a fan of theirs for a long time. It's true. Ever since their dad explored the ocean.
Yin Yang. Is that the Twins?
When did we hear Get Low? Yeah. Is that on this one?
Yin Yang.
Snap Your Fingers. Is that on here?
There's no way Rob knows who the Yin Yang Twins are.
Of course I do. I've been to enough strip clubs. I've heard the Yin Yang Twins. I've been to the Gladiator once or twice. Like I said, ever since their dad explored the ocean, hitting him with that classic Jacques Cousteau joke. I felt like Jacques Cousteau actually, Russell, on this trip to Mexico I took, because I went snorkeling. This is true. I went snorkeling with sea turtles. They loved the straws and 6-pack holders I brought to feed them. God, they ate those things right up.
Jeez.
They thought those were awesome.
Oh.
The thing is, I brought in a plastic bag and I was like, what am I going to do with this plastic bag? Snatched it out of my hand. He loved it. He loved it so much he took a rest afterwards, Aaron. Floated upside down in the water. All right. So let's turn on K-Rob. Now, I'm just going to tell you this. Now, Matt has taken off. Is it possible he's playing a game of bags somewhere? Is it possible?
That's right. Or he's just warming up. He's just tomorrow night's bags night. He's got to practice.
Yeah, second cookie.
I think he's making more cookies.
He's finding which koozie he's going to use best.
He does have the look about him like he might need more cookies tonight.
Guys, we have to get in this episode. Let's drill down on North Dakota Matt. Let's see what Matt's debauchery level is this year. Because every year he's kind of like, I don't know, I got to be careful.
I drink a rum and Coke or whatever.
I got a feeling this summer is kind of spiraling out of control. I mean, I recognize it. He looks like a guy who might have jacked off twice in a day. You know what I mean? All right. So.
I mean, you don't have enough time to shave. You got to be up to something.
God, why are your showers so long?
It's North Dakota. I'm sweating a lot. It's North Dakota.
Long showers at the family cabin. All right, listen. Now this one, I took a new turn, Aaron. I feel dirty about this actually.
Ooh,
But the Cocteau Twins, of course, are kind of, it's what we're going to call dream pop, right?
Ooh,
or kind of, it's shoegaze essentially, right? And me doing shoegaze karaoke does not really work. Kind of. It's dream pop. So I asked it to make a Twins song that in the pastiche of shoegaze or dream pop. And I had AI do this. Now I feel disgusting doing this, but the result is funny enough for me that it well, okay, Aaron. I mean, now, did I also eat almonds while I did this? Yes, I did. Okay. I told you. I learned a lot on my trip.
You're burning it down.
Yeah.
See, why are we carding people at bars? Harkening back to last week. They're not going to be here next week anyway.
It's fine.
We're not going to last that
Everything's
Serve
fine.
some underage drinks, whatever.
That's true. Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the pastiche I made. Let's see how it goes. This is the Cocteau. I call the song the Cocteau Twins 1987.
We're gonna win, twins.
Yes.
We're gonna score.
I was going to do a Twins list with this song.
We're
It's
gonna
amazing.
win, twins.
This is amazing.
Watch that baseball soar.
Now, you probably haven't heard the second verse, though.
Knock out a home run.
This is so awesome.
Shout a hip hooray.
It's kind of like Haley Bonner
Cheer
style.
for the Minnesota Twins today.
Oh,
Yes.
the little
Matt's
moment of
missing.
I'll
silence.
talk about my politics. Should I be blunter? I am worried that'll sound like Tory Hunter. We're at a dinner. I say fuck it. I'm in the bathroom. Oh, it's Kirby Puckett.
What?
Ooh, nice.
Why is that? I'm going to make that transition very smoothly into the theme song.
Oh,
Hear about the greatest albums of all time.
You want me to?
But you have it or not?
You know what? I could make a longer,
You got
dirty
one
Twins.
longer version. If you need help with players, I'll help you with it.
How many other offensive Twins players do I have?
Dan Gladden just was on a podcast and he told the whole story about how him and Steve Lombardozzi got in the fight in the front yard that season. You got to do something with the dazzle, man.
There's no way I would fight a guy named Steve Lombardozzi. That seems like he would lose every single fucking time. We will, you know what? We'll play that at the end for Matt. A little tease for everybody at the end of the podcast. Don't just fast forward there. Okay, we'll know. I look at all
Jeff
stats.
Reardon, something with the beard, right?
Oh my God, that Reardon and beard, it sells itself. Listen, I've got three guys here who say that saw that this band is classified as dream pop and said, for me, that's root beer with vanilla in it. Say your name and what's your dream pop? Russell in Minneapolis, how are you doing?
Rob, I enlisted to find you. I naval salute you.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. And Russell, what's your dream pop? If there's a pop that could be invented, what would be your dream?
Like a pop that's never existed?
Yeah, or think big. Or maybe even, like I almost said Code Red Mountain, Diet Code Red Mountain Dew because I loved it. Not sold anymore. What's your dream pop?
Surge Zero?
Oh, wow. Russell. If I saw you drinking a Surge Zero, I'd know if this is a real man I'm dealing with. Aaron. Oh, I've got Matt who's away right now, so I don't know what's happening. I'm a little worried he's pulling a Russell,
lost in
acting
North
like he's
Dakota.
sick to get out of here. But I've got Aaron. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have picked this one. I've got Aaron, and you can tell me if I have to do another one after this. Just let me know. Aaron,
are you going to ask him what his
going great.
dream pop is?
No, after
He's got to get his rocks
Aaron,
off first.
I've got Aaron. See, Russell's used to this. I can start doing this for you too, Russell. Coming up with a funny bit that I did not steal from online people.
Is this a funny bit?
Aaron went into a hotel with his family. We know this. Aaron just went on a family vacation before his friends and family vacation. He went on later. Aaron went to a hotel and said to the front desk, he said, listen, are there porn channels in this hotel? And the guy said, yes. And he said, listen, could the porn in the room be disabled? And the guy goes, well, yeah, I'm sure they have every type.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
That is sick.
Wow.
Me on tenterhooks waiting to see what Russell's going to say in case I got to do a backup to edit that. Aaron, how are you doing? And
I'm doing great.
Pop?
I don't have any lyrics from this album, but I have 2 thoughts on Dream Pop, if you'll permit me. The first one is that I saw a video of Tom Hanks on
this guy fucked up Tom Hanks and Tom Hanks.
We called Tam Hanks in my house because on one time on the Golden Globes, they were doing a bit about the Adele Dazeem thing, and Amy Poehler and
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, thank you. Called him Tam Hanks as a joke. So now I do it automatically. So I saw Tom Hanks on because they were doing a joke about Idina Menzel.
I get it. It's a solid joke. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was excellent. He was on, I think, Colbert, and he was talking about how he doesn't really drink, but he was at an event and he was drinking a Diet Coke and they were bringing the champagne around and he was like, just pour a little champagne in the Diet Coke. And now I have to try it. Like I really want to try champagne in the Diet Coke. So that's my Dream Pop.
Aaron, you want to hear my Tam Hanks impression?
Yeah,
please do.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in podcasting.
He was so mean to that volleyball. Listen, we're going to play a quick game before we get started.
We're going to introduce Maddie's back.
Yeah, I will in just a second. This game is, Russell, please don't answer this. Does Russell know what the Adim Dazel mention was earlier? Does he know what that's from? What do you think, Matt? Does Russell know what the Adim Dazel, John Travolta?
For sure. Anybody knows what it is. Yeah.
Aaron, what do you think? Does Russell know?
No.
All right. Russell, do you know what we're talking about with the Adim Dazel?
I have zero. I have no.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Like a pop culture thing or what?
Yes. Yeah. This, of course, was who was it? It wasn't.
Oscars,
it was
Travolta.
What's his? John Travolta. John Travolta.
Wow.
Adim Dazel.
Travolta.
Listen, it doesn't matter how you type this. It's a made up thing. See, it came up. It fucking came up. I wrote John Travolta, Idina Menzel. Nailed it. Okay. Here, watch this. This is, here we go.
It's going to be hard to find. It's not going to be on the regular internet. You have to go on the dark web.
This is John Travolta at the Oscars, Russell.
There will always be a special place in my...
Now, the singer's name is Idina Menzel. She was in Frozen. Idina Menzel.
...heart for the movie musical and for the songs that create their most memorable moments. Here to perform the Oscar-nominated, gorgeously empowering song, Let It Go, from the Oscar-winning animated movie Frozen, please welcome the wickedly talented, one and only Adele Dazeem.
Oh, no. That was terrible.
All right, let's just listen to that one more time.
Well,
I almost passed out. Okay, watch.
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem.
It's funnier than I remember.
What happened to him?
Adele Dazeem. Russell, I could tell you from a guy who has to teach things like words to students. This is what happens when you don't know what you're going to say before you go out there. When you try to teach something that you don't know, you call it like endoplasmic reticulum. That was a great endoplasmic reticulum bit, by the way. Okay, that's for my ER heads out there.
Yeah, you better get your kid back in school.
It's not.
You know what? I'm glad he screwed it up. There's something about the guy wearing the all black suit with the black shirt under it. Like, I'm glad he fucked it up.
By the way, Aaron didn't think I was going to be able to find that.
No, nice work.
He knows I'm going hard. All right, so Matt, Aaron went to a hotel, said, "Hey, is there porn at this hotel?" The guy at the hotel, and he said, "Yeah." And Aaron said, "Hey, can it be disabled in my room?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, it could probably be whatever kind of porn you want."
You're telling it again? Matt didn't hear it, but the listeners now have to hear it twice.
Aaron, nobody's listening to the Cocteau Twins episode. Nobody's listening to this episode.
It has a chance to be a bottom 5 episode, I would say.
Let's get... I love it. Let's get into
fuck off. You're still not going to introduce Matt.
Your callers are so stupid. This guy can kiss my ass. Matt, how are you doing? Matt in North Dakota. Matt, how are you doing?
Are you saying North correctly?
Well, no, and it's because...
I'm confused about that as well.
We did... Okay, well, if you guys remember from last year, okay, obviously you guys don't listen to the podcast very much because last year I did do the sound clip of what Matt's kids are learning in North Dakota, and I pronounced it North Dakota. Let's listen real quick.
It's time to find out what Matt's kids are learning in North Dakota. Oh, yeah.
Dakota.
Daddy, my favorite flavor of vape is bubblegum.
Wow. That's something really interesting that they're learning. And so actually, I've been calling it North Dakota like in my life now. So it's kind of a sick joke. Matt?
Well, my serotonin's gone a while ago, Rob. So thanks for having me.
Wow. What's your wife's name again? I'm worried. What's her maiden name? Is it Tonin? Listen, let's get right into, for the first time tonight, let's get right into the voicemail. I've got one here just called Matt's voicemail theme.
Oh,
fuck off. Our callers are so stupid. This guy can kiss my ass. God, our listeners are dumb shits. They're just the dumbest of the dumb. Wow. God. So good. All right. We are going to talk about, here we go. Look how many voicemails we have, by the way. Okay. Can I just say this? I have to say something. We had a caller call in.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Rob, take your earphones off.
Okay.
Rob just has to say something, guys. So let's let him get it out. But he has to say something. So,
Listen.
Okay, Rob, come back.
Nowhere else in my life. Wow. Listen, this is the only, I'm just going to say, this is the only time where I'm talking more than other people in my life. Okay, sorry.
Can you guys see why his daughters get annoyed as shit with him or not?
You see why they had to build a second cabin?
I'm not saying I would be, but I understand.
You can see it from here.
All right, come on back, Rob.
It's almost like you guys would like to ride with me on a plane if I was high and sitting between two of you.
Oh.
I would have too many good bits. All right. They take the picture of the thumbs down bit. They love that. Listen, we got a 3-minute voicemail.
What?
A 3-minute voicemail.
That's a tome.
So I did, just like I saw in a movie I recently watched, because I do have my summer. Kevin Costner, Tatanka.
Buffalo?
Yep. Movie.
Field of Dreams.
God, Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves. Just like in Dances with Wolves, I'm using every part of this voicemail. I chopped this long-ass 3-minute voicemail plus a text message because the voicemail got cut off. I have chopped those up into 5 different voicemails. So we will now be kind of doing a charcuterie board of the voicemails over the next 5 weeks, okay?
Which one's
5
the carrots?
weeks?
Now, I'm just going to tell you this. If nobody else calls after 5 weeks, we're going to have to come up with a new segment, okay? I proposed, does Russell know this game segment? I thought it went really well. It was not hurtful
I will say
to
this.
anybody.
From text message I've received, I believe I do know who this texter is. And they had told me that whatever they did, they wrote notes on the voice. Like this was a prepared... Notes were written for the voicemail, is my understanding.
Don't misinterpret this. I'm thrilled.
Okay.
I'm thrilled. This is incredible. Okay. I love having tons and tons of voicemails ready to go.
Additionally, Matt, I'll go to concerts with you. We seem to have the same love of music. Favorite song from Pearl Jam is Amongst the Waves. Would love to hear your thoughts on that and where it ranks among your best songs.
Matt, he's asking you about a Pearl Jam song, and I know you have some Pearl Jam news to expound on today.
Well, Matt Cameron, a longtime drummer who came in at about 1998 after Soundgarden broke up. So was originally part of the kind of some of the demo work. Did some work with Stone and Jeff back in the day, and then did not come along when Pearl Jam because Soundgarden had taken off before Pearl Jam took off. He was with Pearl Jam for 27 years. 27 years. And this week, July 7th, he called it a career with Pearl Jam. Said he's done touring, he's leaving the band. Doesn't seem to be any ill will or anything like that. It kind of makes you think that maybe he's just getting old and time to be done, things like that. Maybe, hopefully not okay with health and all that stuff, but Matt Cameron, MFC, Matt fucking Cameron is done as the drummer for Pearl Jam.
So Matt, you've called him Matt fucking Cameron before, and the one time I remember you doing it, I took it as I thought you didn't like him as much as a different drummer or something.
It's kind of his heartfelt nickname from everybody. It's Matt fucking Cameron.
Gotcha.
To Matt Cameron, Matt fucking Cameron from Pearl Jam. The Bechdad better, except for Aaron. Now Aaron is too.
Yeah.
We salute you.
I was giving the naval salute.
And your hate for work, which of course is a main tenet of this podcast, that no matter what your job is, work sucks. That's why it's named after the worst possible thing, work. So Matt, what is Pearl Jam going to do? Are they have a session drummer already up? I mean, have they had shows since then? What's going on?
That is the Reddit pages are just full of who should be coming and do the drumming. Now, there's a guy, Josh Klingsdorf, who filled in with Red Hot Chili Peppers for about 8 years. And then their dude, I forget the bass, the lead guitarist who was all hopped up on drugs. I forget who it was. Decided to come back. And so then Josh was out, and Josh has been touring with and kind of a quasi sixth member of Pearl Jam for the last 4 or 5 years now. And he's in the back risers at the concerts and stuff, but definitely part of their live shows. He could potentially be he's not a drummer per se. So I don't know. There's a lot of people out there. Jimmy Chamberlain from Smashing Pumpkins is out there. There's a bunch of other people are thrown out there. Chad Smith has been one because he tours with kind of a super group called the Earthlings, of which Eddie Vedder is the lead singer of Earthlings and some other kind of famous. It's like a mixture of band. It's what do you call it? Who back in the day it was the Traveling Wilburys-esque type scenario, but there's no way he leaves Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Just comparing the Humans, and I only know 2 people in the Humans, but when you think about that band, it just shows you how ugly the Traveling Wilburys were, right? Like you've got Chad Smith and Eddie Vedder in a band. And meanwhile, your mom's hooking up with Jeff Lynne and Roy Orbison. Get the fuck out of here.
Tom Petty.
Honey, I have something to tell you. Roy Orbison made Sweet Love to me in 1965.
If Pearl Jam is lacking a member of the band who will cheat on their family and impregnate a random waitress, they could get Dave Grohl.
Oh, could get Dave Grohl.
Well, the problem is they're also looking for a drummer. There's a kind of a drummer shuffle going on right now, isn't there? Like drummers all over the place.
They hired a full-time drummer. Right? And I don't know drummers.
He's
like
going to need to pay for some stuff, so he's going to have to get out there and do some gigs.
Hey, listen, some people hate work. Some people love fucking people who aren't their wives. Everybody's got their thing. You know what I mean? Some people like doing podcasts with their friends on Thursday. And
Matt, how often?
Let's talk about
how often did Pearl Jam perform? Are they doing live concerts like on a multiple times a week basis all the time, or how often are they touring?
I mean, they've been typically doing 2 shows in a city, and then there's a day between those shows. So they'll go like on a Monday and then a Wednesday, and then they might travel, maybe take 4 days off, and then they'll go, like Sunday and then Tuesday, then things like that. Or it kind of depends on what it is, but. Eddie rumors out there, Eddie Vedder's voice is starting to go a little bit. I think he's 60 now, 59, 60,
Whoa,
61, something like that.
Wow.
So doing 3-hour shows like he used to, and then doing it back to back.
I didn't like to hear that at all.
Doesn't work any longer, if that makes sense. So, they do about 2 to 2.5 hours shows, 20 to 25 songs.
60 years old.
And then have a
What's
day
the
of rest
drummer's
in
name
between,
again?
things like that. Matt Cameron.
Speaking of old guy shows, Matt, you see who's coming to US Bank next year?
I did not. Do they announce?
Or
I know there's been
Paul McCartney.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's a real get away.
I've heard of his shows are like very vanilla. I don't know. I don't know if I care to go see that one. That's a big one to go see, but
boy,
are you contractually obligated to go see him? That's the question.
When the major.
How old is he? Is he 80? How old is
said 82,
Paul McCartney?
I thought I saw today.
Jesus.
I mean, so that can't be a great show.
But Matt, what if you look at the set list? If you got a chance to look at the set list, would that help? Like if you saw Major was a lady on there and a bunch of like Wing songs, I'd be like, I kind of want to see this. I think it would kind of.
Right. Yeah. Nope. Some of those would be great. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Can I just say this? I got 2 things to wrap this up. Number 1, just look up Matt Cameron's age. He's 62. I was picturing a guy who's like, seriously, I was picturing a guy who's like 35 being like, fuck it, I'm not working anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
done. 62 is totally different to me.
Yeah.
So he's going into the Hall of Fame. Soundgarden's going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. So he'll be a 2-time Hall of Famer. 2-time.
Well, that's awesome. Can I tell you now, Matt, what about, actually, let me tell you this first. I just had a realization that in 5 years, I'm going to be a teacher who's working in the weight room after school who's going to be 50.
Yeah, how about that?
I cannot be a 50-year-old teacher who works in the weight room at a high school. I cannot be that person. I have that image of the guy who did it at my high school, and he was a fucking loser. Okay? It was a teacher who worked in the weight room, and the guy was a fucking loser. Not me. I'm going to quit when I'm 50.
Do you wear like khakis that don't fit quite right, kind of sag a little ways? And
Russell, how can you say something so pointed and hurtful? You've seen me. You know that's true.
In 5 years, you might still be a 50-year-old guy who's still doing this podcast. But in 6 years, you'll be a 51-year-old guy who's not doing this podcast anymore and working in a weight room at a high school.
Guys,
think about that.
We're going to celebrate our 50th birthday and then come onto this fucking thing and do a podcast talking about the slits or whatever. Give me a fucking break. I mean, can you imagine who we're talking about at 498?
Yeah.
There's that hair.
Donuts is down there, though.
Yeah, pull it up.
We got donuts.
Pull it up quick, because I don't know who the caller was, but he brought up "Amongst the Waves" by Pearl Jam. Okay, it's on Backspacer, I believe.
1 to 10, man. Like how I rank all the Metallica songs. What are you giving this song on a 1 to 10?
This album is like a top. This is in the bottom. You know, if there's 12 or 13, this is probably album number 6 or 7. This song is like a top 30 song for me, kind of deal. So it's in rotation. I listen to it often. It's one of the.
Listen, I went out and met Magic Mike. Would you commit to going to a Pearl Jam show with this random caller who you have not heard yet, the other 4/5 of the voicemail?
I'll go with anybody. Anybody who wants to go to a Pearl Jam show would love to go to a Pearl Jam. Hey, can you guys understand the lyrics of this one? Just want to know.
No.
I can't understand any of this.
The wave, I had the grave. Want to stay tonight?
Riding high amongst the waves. Gotcha.
Wow.
Okay, riding high amongst the waves.
What a fitting question for tonight's album, too. And that leads us into today's Rollin' Goin'. Now, Matt, real quick, if you had the poster for that drummer's last show, does that go up in value?
It's time for
Poster crazy valuable?
Probably not. I mean, it's not like, it's not like the band's last show or anything like that.
I have tried to explain your poster situation to my wife 3 times. All 3 times unsuccessful. She eventually asked me a question that stumps me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm just so mystified. Your poster thing, I listened to it twice since it came out.
What's so mystifying?
Wait, isn't it just go to the venue
just
before
go buy
the show?
A poster and put it in a poster
and put it in your room.
It's just wild to me. Like I had an idea of Matt being a Pearl Jam fan the same way I'm like a They Might Be Giants fan. Buy most of the albums. Go to a show if they're in my town.
I knew he was a much bigger Pearl Jam fan than you were.
This whole thing is just so much bigger. And Matt, it must be a real loss with somebody leaving the band. It would bum me out if it happened to They Might Be Giants for sure.
Matt, where would you rank him out of the 5 or however many members if you said, oh, this person leaving really changed? Obviously, Eddie's number 1, but how do the rest of them rank from 1 to 5?
He's probably like 3 or 4, tied at 3 or 4. And so Mike McCready is the lead guitarist who shreds and doesn't get enough credit. And, he really is not among like the top 10 or whatever, but he's a great kind of lead guitarist, if you will. So he's probably number 2 only because of his musical impact, if you will. And then it's between him and Jeff Ament, the bass guitarist. And if you really listen to the bass, he's pretty darn good. So Stone Gossard, who started the band, Stone and Jeff started it. He's kind of the rhythm guitar, and the rhythm guitar for any band gets lost on me, between the lead guitar and rhythm. I don't understand. I don't understand the music composition enough to really know how that works.
Now, Russell, back when they first started the band, what was the band's name?
Mookie Blaylock, former Net.
That is correct, and you win today's.
Wow, of all the Mookie Blaylock stuff you could choose.
There was a great Mookie Blaylock upper deck card where they were wearing the Nets. It was like the tie-dyed Nets jerseys where it was like bluish white.
Wow. Woof.
Put that in your PSA and smoke it, Rob.
I got a lot of baseball card questions. I don't know if we're going to do this tonight or not, but
Russell, let's get into rolling going with you. You win by knowing that. And your prize is you get to go first.
Rolling going. How's it going with you, Russell?
How's it going with you, Russell?
I'm gonna combine a history and geography from my last week of Trivial Pursuit categories.
Historical geography.
Past is history, the future is a mystery. That's why they call it geography.
Geography, I headed south on 35W a few weeks ago to Aaron's home state of Iowa.
Yes.
The deep south.
Wow. And boy, did you... Oh, I'm so excited to hear about this.
Did you pass by any porta potties and be like, know what happens in there?
pass by any porta potties, but I did pass by the city of Clear Lake, Iowa.
Wow.
Which is the city where, is it the what's the Surfside Ballroom?
The surf ballroom, yeah.
The surf ballroom, which is where the Big Bopper Baby.
Wow.
And Buddy Holly and those guys, Richie Valens, played their last show, and then they crashed in the field a few miles off the freeway. And so we decided we were going to stop at the memorial on the way down in Clear Lake and see the memorial for Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper.
Russell, I'm just going to say this. Between the last episode and this one, dating you seems like a whipsaw. You just never know what you're going to get at any time.
This is a cool adventure.
Wow, this is an amazing adventure. So, Russell, did you find any parts of the skull like one of our callers?
Oh, that's not right. No, I did not. But we did pull off. It takes about 10 minutes driving on some back roads to get there. And you get there and there is, we drove by it once. We had to turn around and get it. But they do have like a parking area where you can go. And there's a huge set of glasses honoring Buddy Holly, of course.
Wow.
And when you walk up to it, there are probably 400 pairs of glasses laying under it, where people are leaving their own sunglasses. They're leaving their own glasses at the memorial site for Buddy Holly. Would you guys have left your glasses or sunglasses or no?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm really,
what the fuck?
I really like my sunglasses right now. And I only have one pair of glasses, so I wouldn't.
I'm trying to think like how big of an impact on your life Buddy Holly can possibly have. You know what I mean? Like, how much can Buddy Holly really, really mean to you at this point, right? Nobody's getting that as their first wedding song right now. Nobody's doing like, how would it be a big enough deal to leave glasses there? I just don't get it.
Well, what if it was like a $12 pair of sunglasses you get at the gas station?
Still.
Well, I was going to say, like, I got a buddy who buys like the 12 pack of the $4 sunglasses. I probably around here.
Yeah.
Because I just always forget them. I might leave one of those pair just for the heck of it.
There you go.
Deal, but
I see now. To me,
my Ray-Bans or anything like that.
I'm at a wild game hat trick. Doesn't matter what the hat is, it's going, right? You just know going there. This is something I would wear a hat there probably just to get ready for it. Going to the Buddy Holly, if I show up and I'm supposed to put my glasses there, I'd be like, You know who would leave their glasses there, Russell? My 13-year-old who never brings her glasses anywhere. We went on a snorkeling trip and I was like, oh, did you see that squid? She was like, I didn't see anything. I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see a thing. I was like, what the fuck? What did I just pay for? And I gave this extraordinary tip. You could tip way less, it turns out.
She couldn't see how much you tipped. Couldn't read the denomination.
At the Big Boppers area, was there just a ton of panties? That's what I pictured.
Put them in your face. So we get there and there's an older couple that is walking back. So you get out and you can get your picture, there's a spot to kind of take your picture. You can see the glasses, but the real memorial is into the field about a third of a mile. So there's people walking back. They're an older couple and they say it's probably like a 10, 15 minute, probably a 10-minute walk into the field.
So you can't turn around right then in front of them. You got to wait until they kind of go back far enough where you're not going to pass them before you turn around and walk out.
You know
Is that
what?
the story?
I think if we've gone this far, you got to go all the way. We got to go into the field. So we're walking into the field.
Now, Russell, you mentioned it was an older couple. Were there any younger couples than you at this?
There was only one vehicle. There were two vehicles stopped when we pulled in. One of them was gone, like when we were getting out of the car. So there was one other vehicle. They were kind of an older hippie-ish couple, which were Rob. I could see these people being like, "Oh, I have some sort of connection with this somehow." And so we decided we're going to walk. But they say we're warning you. It's pretty muddy out there. There's a part where you kind of have to walk off the path and into the field a little bit. Are you still going, Rob, or are you not? You're getting back in that car.
Absolutely not. Because I know I have brought 2 pairs of shoes to this wedding. One of normal shoes, one of my dress shoes. If my shoes get muddy, I'm not wearing my dress shoes the rest of the time. Matt, you walking in a muddy field?
Probably depends on the level of mud. Can you get around it?
Ugh.
And what J's I have on.
That's
There's certain J's that I wouldn't do it, but if there's others, I probably would.
Aaron? Oh.
I mean, you have to. You went this far.
Aaron would go for sure.
Gotta go.
That's true. But dumb question on my part.
So we start walking in it. This is like, it's been 100 degrees everywhere for like the last few weeks, right? It was another one of these super hot days. We get out there and all of a sudden it does get very muddy. There's like standing water where you have to traverse over like some barbed wire and into the field to keep walking.
Good.
But it's low barbed wire. It's like you're not going to get anything caught on it going over it Andre the Giant style or anything, right? It's like a foot off the ground.
Barbed wire to me says one thing, and that is don't go here.
Keep out.
Okay. Yeah. You don't go there. I would not. Russell, this seems like, are you sure you didn't go the wrong way?
No, it's clearly the right way. The path was underwater, so you had to go into the field to get there. So eventually we get out there. There's a cool little memorial. It's got their names. I think it's got some guitars on it. I was there and I paid an homage to the Big Bopper. I said, we appreciate your music and I apologize for everything Rob has ever said about you on the podcast. And we did a little bit before I think we got there. And then for most of the rest of the drive, we listened to Buddy Holly.
Wow.
The Greatest 20 or whatever. We listened to the Big Bopper. That Big Bopper album is fire. It's not just the Chantilly Lace song.
Really?
There are good songs all over that album. White Lightning or whatever. There's all sorts of good ones.
Steven Jackson and Big Bopper, both from Port Arthur, Texas.
Oh my God. My God. Russell, what a great thing to do for our podcast, visiting the Big Bopper.
And then there also, there were markers where you could sign the base of the Buddy Holly eyeglasses statue thing. And I signed it. Beck did it better for us.
That's
wow.
beautiful.
That's great. Hey, if you're listening because you saw us on the memorial, sorry about that stuff that you heard earlier, because I know that you're about 85 years old and some of the stuff I talked about would blow your mind, just like if you ate a gummy nerd cluster, okay? Listening to this podcast is the equivalent of eating a nerd cluster for old people.
I had to share one or two quick other things. So I did go to Ames, Iowa for this wedding, and I know this is pretty close to Des Moines. So, Aaron, I don't know if your sister lives in Ames, but your brother and sister, they go to games and stuff.
Aaron's got a sister?
They're familiar, right?
Yeah, they spend a lot of time in Ames. My sister lives in Ankeny, but they spend a lot of time in Ames. My sister works up there a lot of times, or she did for a while. Yeah, they know the grounds very well.
So I get there and we're at a hotel.
I don't get it, Russell, why you asked where Aaron's sister lived. He looked side to side a bunch of times before he answered it.
This is a real person.
Yeah.
So we get there and I believe it's the morning, maybe Saturday morning or Friday night. I text Aaron and I text Little Rosie. Matt, I don't know why they call him Little Rosie, but that's what's in my phone.
I mean, he's taller than Aaron, I think. But why do they call him Little Rosie? I don't know.
Is he in my phone as Little Rosie too? He might be. Let me check.
But so I text him and I'm like, hey, I'm in Ames. Any places I need to check out? Little Rosie comes firing through. Aaron gave me a recommendation or two, but Little Rosie comes firing.
Oh yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
He's definitely Little Rosie in my phone.
He gives me about 7 recommendations of bars, restaurants, brunch, like different places I should try out. I tried damn near all of them over 3 days.
Wow.
I picked them off left and right.
Unbelievable. This guy, know, if he asks you for a rec, he's going to hit him up.
I'm like the opposite of Rob. When Rob asks for like advice on where to go for this, like I don't even send shit anymore because I know he's not going to take it or his people aren't going to take it. So I took every bit of it.
You're not wrong.
Rob loves asking for advice. Never takes anybody's advice. I've stopped giving.
Makes me feel superior.
One of them was a Brazilian coffee house / dive bar, right in the middle of kind of like campus or whatever. We go there and he go ahead.
I wish I wouldn't have interrupted for this. If you flip over a green card, did they bring you more coffee? Oh. Okay, keep going. I'm so sorry.
That's the one you're going to regret. Oh, yeah.
If I would have flipped over the green card, they would have brought me another Long Island iced tea.
Why is this a Brazilian coffee place? He looks at the women sitting in the chairs in the back. He's like, oh, I see why. They're getting Brazilians. Oh.
Why don't
you guys don't even know the names of different waxes that women get, do you?
Why don't you do one more? You like a Ronaldo one, and then we'll check them all off the list. But so we go there, and Little Rosie had told me about this. They are famous for Long Island iced teas.
Oh my God!
So we go to get a coffee and maybe some brunch at probably 10:30ish.
Oh no, Russell!
The bartender says, "You guys want a Long Island iced tea?" My question for you guys: what is your answer?
I mean, you're there. Yes. You're there to have a good time.
You gotta say yes.
When
the morning of a
in
wedding.
Rome.
Yes.
When in Rome.
Yes.
And that is what Russell's drinking. We all want to know, but I think I have an inkling.
Oh,
What
wait.
Russell's drinking.
You're damn right you get the Long Island. If they're going to offer it to you, you
100%.
have to say yes, right?
That you have to get a Long Island. It's how was it, Russell?
It was pretty fantastic. I got to say, I had to slow down and not drink the whole thing because they brought it out in like a small pitcher. Like,
Ooh.
like it wasn't like a 12-ounce, 16-ounce glass. It was probably like in a 24-ounce thing.
A Long Island is one drink that has never, ever been served in an appropriate sized glass. You know what I mean? Like an appropriate amount of Long Island would be like a cocktail cup, like a low ball. The Long Island glasses, for some reason, are the biggest. It's like the number one item that I've drank out of like remember at the Steins that they had at that polka bar? And I would order the tied to the bedpost, which is basically like another version of that. It was so fucking big, Russell. No wonder I got fucked up. That and the woman shooting tobacco up my nose just because I paid for her to do it.
I did like the snooze.
But Aaron and Little Rosie gave me some great recommendations. I got to go see the Iowa State football stadium and walked around it and did a whole tour. I got to see a sign of Nevada. I took a picture of the Nevada sign and sent it to you guys.
I can't tell you how happy I was following those pictures. I was headed to the water park that day, but I was glued to my phone checking out the photos.
Then I'll share one more
You're
thing.
at the water park. God, I want to talk about that so bad.
I found some that Little Rosie wasn't aware of.
Over the last 2
It
weeks.
was a coffee shop / record store. It was called the Vinyl Coffee Shop or something. You go in, they got vinyl, they got records you could buy. You can get a coffee. Guy made me a coffee. I didn't really drink it because I don't drink coffee, but I let him make one anyways and paid for it. But I bought a record, Roberta Flack, which was on the list. I found one on the list.
Beautiful.
Got it. Was super excited. It was $10. He gave me a discount. I think he wanted me to have it.
Wow.
So I got it. We went to a different bar called Sweet Caroline's Sports Bar. I left my record at the bar.
Wow. Russell, that's
tough, man.
That's rough, but I also get it. You've had like two Long Islands by that point.
Yeah, you've had Long Islands. There might have been an espresso martini in there if I remember correctly.
There was, maybe.
Hey, do you make good Long Islands? Should I be having those as well? What is this guy talking about? It's 1 p.m.
What makes it good?
Speaking of rough, roll and going, Aaron. How's it going with you?
Oh, man, it's going great. I want to share one thing because Rob mentioned that work sucks earlier. And I'd have to share that tonight we were on our way home from the pool. And Wallace, so he's like, kids learn so much at summer camp. So he learned blackjack there, and he's got it down.
Nice.
And but then he requested all the small things, which I didn't know that he knew. And then he said, "My favorite part is work sucks." And I was like,
Yes.
I mean, he's 8 years old. I don't know where he learned this, but he's got it, man. It's amazing.
I cannot. I'm just telling you, Aaron. To see kids, my 16-year-old now has a job with a paycheck. She is teaching swim lessons, and she comes home and goes, "The kids don't listen, and the parents are all crazy." And I'm just like, "Honey, I love you. You know what life is like now." I just said, just picture this for the rest of your life until you're 62 and get to quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
until you're still 50 in the weight room.
You're on your way.
Christ.
Yeah, but I did a bunch of traveling with my family over the 4th. We did some time in Minnesota, some time in Iowa. I did over the last 2 weeks go to 2 different water parks. I went to Hurricane Harbor here in Concord, California, and then I went to the Great Wolf Lodge there in one of the 2 northernmost cities to ever host the World Series. I don't know if you guys knew that.
The best part is that when Aaron got to see Luca Garza performing there, the Great Wolf, and then before he got let go to Boston.
Right? I mean, what's more appropriate?
Can you
than anything up in
imagine,
Boston?
Aaron? I cannot imagine how much crotch rot you had after 2 water parks in 2 weeks. My crotch area would be that green bottle. I'd be ankles up over my head every night, putting that medicated powder on me like crazy. I just can't imagine.
Did you guys know that
a water park crotch fungus is like no other crotch fungus too. It's pervasive.
It's up there. It's in there. Did you guys know the Great Wolf Lodge in Bloomington has one of those like boogie board wave things that you can ride on the? It's super fun, but I definitely wiped out on it once in front of a whole line of people and embarrassed myself. Shorts coming off, the whole thing.
When I was younger, I chaperoned a junior high trip to a water park. Now, in retrospect, I made a couple of mistakes. This, of course, famously is where I got on the slide where they had to make sure you didn't weigh too much. And at the top, they had a scale, and I was with all my students. And of course, I did way too much, but I'm not going to read those fucking rules. And they said, you need to get on the scale. And I said, no. And they said, okay. And they just put me on the slide, and then they locked me in a case. And I was like, wait a minute. Is there a reason why I should not? And I went so fast, I hit the end like hard. And I was like, I'm fine, because I knew that maybe there's Also, they did have a surf simulator, Aaron, that I got on, and I fell so many times that I had a headache the whole ride home. It was brutal, and I got no better at surfing.
Yeah, water parks are tough, man. I did get better. I got better the last time that I did the boogie board, but I had a couple of embarrassing white
my 13-year-old was probably 10 when we were there, and he's like, "Oh, I want to get on." I'm like, "Are you sure?" Like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna try it. This is pretty tough." You know, 3 seconds in, face plants, falls back, all that stuff, and it's not good.
It's harder than it looks.
It's a rough one.
Yeah, it's not gentle at all.
And when you fall on that thing, your crotch gets slammed so far up your butt crack. It's crazy. Your pants either come so far off or go so far up. You're just at the top.
Got a lot of crotch stuff with water parks.
Yeah, he's really in the crotches of water parks. The Hurricane Harbor in Concord has a capsule drop. Great Wolf Lodge, no capsule drop, but does have the boogie board. So I don't know. I might give the nod to Hurricane Harbor over Bloomington Great Wolf, but I did have a nice time at Great Wolf Lodge. Last thing I want to say, it's always tough for me when I'm in Minnesota and Iowa because I got like a lot of family. It's a bunch of family time. It's hard to see everybody. It's hard to make everything work. So we were out Wednesday night. The kids were supposed to stay with Grandma and Grandpa at Great Wolf. We were going out in Eagan, and I said, Russell, would you mind coming all the way to Eagan because that's where I'm at? Of course, Russell made it work on a school night, on a night when he was going to go up north the next day. And we're out with my sister-in-law and her husband and their son because he wanted to skip the sleepover. That's a different thing. But of course, Rob, as you know, if you bring Russell to any kind of gathering with anybody, he wows, he impresses. The next day, everybody says, that Russell is so great. I love talking to him. So shout out to Russell. Big props. Always love to see him. And he's the best guy to bring to any gathering.
I bring Russell to meet people and literally it changes their lives. I mean, it's crazy. Like when you go out with this guy and he is in dating mode and having a conversation, you realize how inadequate you are. Like you think you're a good talker, you're shit. You're jack shit. You're horse shit compared to this guy.
You know, I will say though, Aaron and his wife and her family are very social people. Like I could have sat there like there's no pulling teeth with that group. They're all super fun, super jovial. They've got stuff to say. Like they've got thoughts on stuff. It's super easy to have like a fun conversation with them. So it's like it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure, Matt.
This is turned into a foodie town, Minneapolis, right? We have got the best new restaurant according to what's the rankings that just came out. James Beard, things like that.
It's easy top.
Russell lives in the best neighborhood in the best part of the best town. Yeah. Lives in the North Loop side of things, and we can bleep that out.
2 decks. Russell, want to remind everybody on an episode lately, he mentioned he has 2 decks.
I mean, restaurant after restaurant and bar and jazz club after jazz club. And you make this fucker go to Eagan, Minnesota.
I know.
You make him. You guys don't go to him where all the cool people hang out. You make him come down. Let me guess. He went off Pilot Knob. And what's the other one right there? You went to some restaurant right off Pilot Knob and Yankee Doodle Road.
Matt, the first place I took him to, which was actually had a pretty cool vibe. So it was called like Food and Rail or something. I don't know what
Kitchen and Rail. Yeah, it was called Kitchen and Rail.
And it kind of had a cool vibe. It kind of had like an oldish vibe.
Yeah, decent.
And then
was it at Yankee Doodle and Pilot Knob?
Matt. And then where did I walk him to? Right in the middle of that Buffalo Wild Wings strip mall right across the street.
Yes,
that's where we went. We didn't go to the B-Dubs. We went to some bad cow, but it was right in the middle of there.
That whole fucking area of the suburbs is exactly why this maps bit exists, because there is not a straight road in that whole town. Every road like curves and then there's a slight curve. And then next thing you know, you're driving behind a mall to get where you're going. It's one of the wildest places. When I see Yankee Doodle Road on my ways, I know I'm in for a fucking adventure. It's just, I'm going to be going crazy places. I'm in the woods. I'm in a town. I'm curving past a tire place. I don't know what's going on.
Here, you want to know why I appreciate Aaron and his wife? And this is what makes me, Rob, earlier you were saying how with your daughter, like, when she was like getting her camera taken away, you would just always go with it, always try to do the easy thing. And I'm like that a lot of times, but I'm also not like that sometimes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
Russell, I like
the end of the
this.
night, like I was like, hey, happy to go out to Egan or whatever. And it was fun. It was a blast. But at the end of the night, it was like, I could have taken them back to where they were staying. And I was like, nah, I think it'd just be easier if you got an Uber. And,
we were like,
and I didn't feel like that was, I didn't feel like it was offensive or at all to say that, but I know there are some people that would have insisted on dropping them off. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going home.
Get your ass out of here. Yeah. Oh, that's one thing that's the last thing I got to share. Got the Uber, great driver, very friendly. We pulled into the spot at Anna's sister's place, and he started clapping, and he was like, you made it home. You're home. And he was clapping for us. I've never had this happen by an Uber driver, but of course,
the Uber driver is celebrating getting to a destination. That's very bad.
Yeah.
What is that guy's star rating? Like, that's crazy.
He went from 0 to 5 in one trip.
Right, I gave him a 5 for sure.
By the way, clapping when the plane lands, kids hate that when you're sitting in between them on a flight. I'm just going to say that right now. They do not like it. Your teenage girls do not like when you do that.
That's it for me. How's it
You
really
know what's even
going?
better? Yeah, you know what's even better?
What's
is when
that?
they're everybody else is clapping.
Yeah.
And you're the last one to stop. You just keep clapping.
Going.
You just keep
It's so
going.
great. Love it.
Just keep going. And then you say, I'm the last one. I
Yep.
win. And
It's-
they just love it.
It's like going to a movie theater, and after every preview, when it's quiet, you say, we should see that real loud. It's really funny.
Well, Matt, you're
They
not
love
the
that
last
shit.
one, but I do want to know how it's really going with you.
Good, Rob. Why don't we play the Note Dakota intro, and we'll just get this out of the way.
Let's get it.
What we're learning is
Matt, that is music to my ears.
It's time to find out what Pat's kids are learning in North Dakota.
might be the last year of this bit.
Daddy, today I learned the most important amendment is the second one.
Oh, it's kind of a sad one. Might delete that
I
one.
will say that, we famously, Leo loves going to bingo, and at the bar, there's bingo on Friday and Saturday nights here. So
Slushy or two.
my along the line of clapping or doing things like that, my favorite one, there's always a regular bingo, and then the next one's a coverall, right? And so somebody always wins a regular bingo, just a straight bingo, and then when they win $25, and it goes to the coverall on the same card or whatever. So my bit is every single time somebody wins the bingo, the next number that's called, B3, and I say, "Oh, that's what I needed," really loud, just to get it.
So good.
Over and over, and so now they're getting sick of me saying that. This is another good bit. Oh, that's the one I needed.
Can I tell you this, Matt? This year at school, I bought a giant bingo wheel and a bingo setup. And I now do bingo games. Sometimes the school's like, listen, we got 120 kids. We don't know what to do with them for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's play bingo. I hand out the bingo cards. And one of the bingo games I play is reverse bingo, where you stand up and you don't sit down until I call a number on your board.
This is just like the thing they did at Mystic Lake.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's a blast because it's so visual. You can see who's winning. You can see who's going head to head. It's awesome.
People start cheering. They get a little antsy. It's,
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Only a couple things I think that come to mind this trip to North Dakota. So kids are getting really good at water sports. I don't know if we talked about this, but they're both. It took the older one like a year and a half to get up on the wake surfing, board kind of a thing. First one up, first time out this year, he got right up.
Nice.
Didn't fall. It was unbelievable. So it was good. So we're learning wake surfing.
I knew I put this on my summer one. Yes, nailed it.
The younger one on the knee board, he's doing 360s now.
wow.
That's the big thing on the knee boards, the 360s, and we've graduated from the sit down tubes, which we call the Cadillacs because you can't get thrown off no matter what you do with those things.
No, if you fall off those, you're getting seriously hurt.
And now we're going one-on-one flat tubes against each other.
Love it.
And so that's what we
trying to knock each other off. You mean, or trying to see who can hang on the longest?
That's kind of the source of contention.
Oh.
Right? The little one's always on the outside, if you will,
of course,
just for how things work.
Yeah.
And he sometimes can't get back into the wake, but his brother's kicking him out, and then he tries to hold on. It's a whole.
As an older sibling, I'm always like, hey, they can do what they fucking want back there. That is international waters. There are no rules. Might makes right.
Yep. No, but the only kind of bad, we've learned to drive the golf carts, so they're pretty good. They're old hat now. They learned how to drink when Leo got served
Of
as
course.
as an 11-year-old
Fantastic.
hard icy or whatever it was given a snow cone, a hard Mike's snow cone. They learned how to gamble with the bingo, and then I think we talked about the swearing last year,
Yes.
where Eddie, I
yeah.
don't know what this lady's saying. Is one of Sarah's cousins who's saying shit all the time. I hear this word all the time, but those two clowns are now firmly, and I blame their friends more than anything, in the swearing category. And it's kind of funny because it slips every once in a while now, and Sarah and I just laugh. So
Yeah.
you know, Eddie on the surfboard, we were going, and all of a sudden Leo yells, "Oh shit!" It's loud, and he doesn't think anybody can hear him, but it's on the water, so everybody can hear him. So so they're getting old hat at swearing this year, and nobody cares anymore.
Can I tell you,
Eddie,
ironically, Matt, I am a swearing corrector when I hear it at home. Now you have to understand, my wife swears more than any person known to man. She swears. We'll be in an elementary school, she'll swear. We'll be at a kid's birthday party, she's swearing like crazy. I often have to give her the little arm touch, which she really appreciates. She says thank you every time I do it. It's not a source of contention, as Matt so diplomatically says. But when my kids swear, my younger one sometimes will just casually swear, and I say, please don't swear. So guys, I'm actually a good dad. Okay, kids, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm so sorry.
Do you go as far as say, daughter, I love you dearly, and you must know that those who swear are just not bright enough to use their actual words.
No.
It's the weak.
Yeah.
You say that in front of your wife at all? And
No, I don't say, hey, people who just make dirty jokes over and over, it's because they're not smart enough to make jokes about Descartes or whatever. Nailed it. Pulled it out. Pulled it out. Smart guy stuff. Fuck yeah.
He's yelling. That's good. That's good. So then the only kind of newish thing besides some of that stuff is that Eddie, bless his heart, he had a big weekend last weekend. He got to stay up past midnight, and Eddie's 10. And some kids out here, like midnight's early for them to go to bed.
Yeah.
Our kids are famously going to bed while the sun's still up out here because it stays up about 45 minutes later than Minnesota.
That's
how
rough.
time zones work. But he stayed up till midnight. He got to do nachos over at Sarah's cousins that we usually do on Fridays and Saturday nights.
Nice.
And so, yes, he now has stayed up past midnight. That is the big win.
How was the hangover the next day? Was he good or was he hungover?
Aaron with the great dad question. God damn, that's a perfect dad question.
He liked that he slept in till like 9 o'clock. It was big. I slept in till 9.
Yeah, that's so good.
That's outstanding.
So it's kind of a muted year. We're not learning too many new things, not too many controversial things, but yeah.
I got to ask, how's it going for you? Okay, what is your situation with the drinking in North Dakota? We know that it's been up and down, and a lot of up, a lot of. How is it going this year?
A lot of bottoms up.
I have.
Yeah, a lot of koozies.
I've been fighting it for years, right? Like I don't need to hang with these guys. I don't need to try to one up them. Every time they give me a beer, I don't need to drink it. If I pour out their beer, it's okay, kind of thing. So it's been all right. It's been okay. I think I've learned.
What's the drink of choice this year? Has it changed? It's still the same?
No, it's Primo Light. It's they drink Bud Light. There's, like I said, Morelli's next door. They're a Coors shop, so we always get to have a Coors Light around, stuff like
Party
that.
ball.
So it's always light. It's always light beer because they always drink like 17
all day of it. Yeah,
and I just can't do that.
Now, guys, I just pulled the word party ball from my mind. Can you explain to me what that was? Russell, you worked in a liquor store. What's a party ball?
Wasn't it an 8? What was it? 8? It was the equivalent of 8 beers. What was that?
Coors party ball. Because I saw this when I was like 12.
Party ball.
They like the big cans, and like the little kegs that probably fit 10 beers in it or something.
It stuck in my mind what a party ball was. Yeah, this.
Oh, it's a little keg.
Yeah, it's a little keg that's like, guys, I wanted to have a party ball so bad when I was 12. I was like, I don't know what it is, but it looks fucking fantastic.
I was up north, Coles Resort up in Bemidji, Minnesota.
Wow.
The wife
Swingers Paradise.
Wow.
Swingers Paradise.
As I sent you guys, there was a picture that said
so good.
Coles Resort 500 feet approaching, and I sent that to Rob and Aaron and said, 500 feet right up your guys' alley. I thought that was a good joke.
Not sure why I'm getting thrown in with this total perv.
But really, I thought the most interesting thing was 4th of July, they had a pontoon parade on Coles Resort.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got that up here.
And so my brother was like, hey, why don't you take out the boat on behalf of Coles? You can drive it and we'll put the flag up on it and everything for you. And I was like, hell yeah, absolutely. So I go down and it turns out they don't have the damn flag up on the boat.
What?
So I drive out and all these boats have flags, American flags and stuff. And I'm supposed to have the Coles flag on it. No flag on the back of my pontoon boat.
Oh, no.
So we get in line. 17 boats was the max that I counted at one point.
Nice.
Really?
And so, Rob, maybe you could play Pontoon by Little Big Town if you want. We get in line. We're near the back. We're kind of waiting. All these boats are kind of lingering, and then one starts the lead, and everyone's following. And they're doing the thing, and they're pulling up close to shore where there are people like swimming or on floating things or whatever. Boat in front of us and boat behind us, they are throwing stuff like treats that are in plastic bags like you would see at a regular parade.
Onto the water.
Onto the water
that.
so
That's
people can
gross.
get candy or whatever in plastic bags.
Bad idea.
Water candy?
Guys.
I don't know if it's candy but like it was swag too. It was like stuff. But then I got back and I chastised the owners of Coles Resort for one, sending us out in a boat with no flag.
Yep.
And two, sending us out with no swag. Like, why didn't we have Coles Resort swag to throw at the people on the beach?
You need can koozies.
Yeah.
We needed something.
Can koozies a great idea, man. If a pontoon boat flew by and threw some can koozies to me, I'd be like, is this heaven? That would be great. And on the back, they had a big flag of an upside down pineapple. And I was like, oh, that's that place down there where they have that Funk Fest every Sunday.
How many people are in Little Big Town? I can't tell from this video.
I know, Aaron.
17? Is it?
This is why I don't play the videos. You get distracted by the videos every single
Of course I'm
time.
distracted by the video. I don't watch music videos regularly anymore.
Yeah.
Rob, when I was going with you, man, unless you had something else.
No, I was just going to say bags. That's the big thing up here. Cornhole, whatever you want to call it. I'm up here for 3 weekends, two full weeks, 3 weekends, if that makes sense. They always play every Friday. Every Friday, they go up to the building and they've got 6 courts going and round robin and score hole, all that stuff, right?
Crazy.
Haven't been able to play for 2 weeks.
What?
'Cause some family decided to rent it out for their family reunion up there to have it. So then bags got canceled for that. And then stinking 4th of July fell on a Friday this year. So they decided not to do it because everybody sets out fireworks all over the place. So I have no bags. So tomorrow, that's why I said I can't record tomorrow because tomorrow will be the only time I get to play bags on this
tomorrow
trip.
night? Shit. And so now, wait, have you been practicing or have you not thrown a bag for a whole year?
I mean, like we play all the time up here and stuff.
All right.
So, but like the official Friday round robin tournament kind of a thing, haven't been able to play.
There's nothing worse than like being up north at the cabin or something, and one of the things you're looking forward to, and it just doesn't happen. That's the worst.
I know.
Oh, man.
Bad. Now, Matt, what is the best you have finished in the bags tournament? Just so we have something to talk about at the end of the summer.
Didn't you win, or didn't you beat some like pro, or didn't you ruin the game for some pro last time, or there was something last time where you messed something up?
On the Friday, I don't know if I've ever. I don't remember if I've won. I know I took second a couple times. That's it's a luck of the draw who your partner is in that one. But then on Labor Day weekend, there's the big tournament where you pick your partner and everything. Haven't gotten all that far in that one. I need a couple people's partners to because it's kind of friendly, right? So like if you're you're not changing partners just to try to win the tournament. You're going to be with. So I'm with Pat next door, who's one of the Morellis, kind of a thing, and so I'll be with him until one of us needs to find another partner or whatever. But it's not like you're angling to win the dang thing. It's just for fun.
You're not taking any NIL money.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's good to hear. Listen.
Rob, rolling going. How's it going with you?
Listen, it is the summer. And so you know what that means? The piss on my shorts is out of control again this year. What? I have had multiple major incidents on my vacation in the airport. Once I'm in a grocery store in Mexico. I go to the bathroom, use the urinal. Swear to God, did everything I could. Got it all out. Waistband down. Anything I'm thinking of. Don't want to kink the hose. Let's get it all out. Walk back in the store immediately. a $50 size piss stain on my pants.
Oh.
And here's the problem. Low on my pants. Now, guys who have my problem know when you go out, first you wear your pants low. So any piss stains are up high, so you can easily pull your shirt over it. This piss stain was low enough where it caused problems and was center enough where my normal strategy, now you guys know my strategy, of course, either hold something in front, which can get awkward because all I had were car keys. You can't do that with just car keys. You can do it like a bag or a fanny pack or something. My other strategy, of course, is to wash my hands and then wipe them on my shorts next to the pee stain to disguise it, knowing guys will know what's going on. Ladies probably not, because what kind of person would be gross enough to pull this stunt? Unfortunately, the same thing happened to me at the airport. Had to walk through the airport with my children with a pee stain. Guys, what is going on? Is this happening to anybody else? Why does this happen to me year after year? Oh, actually, I know what the conclusion of my story was. So in conclusion, and I did send a picture to Aaron and you guys of my bald spot because I'm feeling old. My bald spot on a picture my kid took fishing was insane. I am legitimately have a bald spot and it's fine. I'm fine with it, but it was crazy how big it was. Yeah, I know. From the front, I feel like I'm the Fonz.
Oh.
From the back,
I wouldn't
Mr. Hooper from Sesame Street. Crazy. Now, great ball guy pull. Or Gordon. Now, here's the thing. I have started stopping at the sink when I go into a bathroom, getting a little piece of paper towel and bringing it with me to the urinal.
What?
And at the end, giving a little dab and throwing that in the garbage on the way out.
Are you sure you want this out there in the world?
I have never felt so old in my life. Things are going, I don't know what's happening with me. If anybody out there can call and leave a voicemail, let me know. What can I do to stop this? Please let me know.
I got a logistical question.
Okay.
This is legit logistical
8
question.
inches.
Why
Around.
not just go into the shitter, not the urinal, go into the shitter,
gross.
do your business there, where there's like toilet paper instead of like grabbing something and go, why are
You just might not be a urinal guy. It might not work for you anymore.
Well, that's the other thing that's happening is sometimes when I don't even get a stain, there's splashback on me. So I don't even think I'm hitting the right place. I don't know what's going on. The urinals are a disaster. I cannot be a sit-down guy at a public restroom. I can't do it.
Well, I
it's
think
too
you
gross.
have
to sit. You don't have to sit.
If you're a dab with paper towel guy at the urinal, then you're a sit down guy.
That's going to be on our t-shirt.
The choice has been made
You're
for
a
you.
dab
Rob.
at the urinal guy. You're a sit-down guy.
I would rather dab than sit down in a toilet in a public restroom. I would rather somebody sees me dab and gives me a look than sit down in a toilet.
Sit down.
I don't care. I'm not sitting in a public toilet.
Rob,
Absolutely not.
Can I give you a tip? Stop playing with your
just a
fucking
tip?
phone at the urinal. Like I would almost guarantee that is 95% of what your issue is.
God, I forgot he's a
That's
phone
probably
at
where the
urinal
splatter
guy.
comes from. He
I
doesn't know what he's
completely
doing.
forgot.
I
Russ
wish
was
I
so on
could.
point.
Well, where am I
forgot.
supposed to go where I don't get splattered?
You've got two hands.
I go to the
for a
bottom. Am I
reason.
not supposed to hit the bottom?
If you
go straight out, it splatters. Where you
you
go?
have two hands for a
If
reason.
you're asking
Use
this
them.
question as a 45-year-old Rob, there's no hope.
Can you guys just help
There's just
me?
no-
I didn't have this problem at
It's
Old Main.
It's because you look at your phone at the urinal and you're
Yep.
not getting your stuff
100%.
tucked away right and all that.
Okay.
All 98%.
Let's think of another solution. Okay, let's think of any other solution other than me not looking at my phone at the urinal.
I don't know enough science about this stuff, but is it because you're not clipped? Is that part of the problem too?
Oh, 100%. 100%. But I'm not going to fiddle with it before all this and make it look like the Dune sandworm. No way.
Hey, he's not going to do all this. He's a sit down guy. He's the guy who's got his legs crossed and there's a line for the stalls and there's like 4 or 5 wide open urinals and he can't use them.
You know what? But it turns out I am a sit down guy.
See?
I think, you know what? Hey, sit down guys out there. It's not manly to be a sit down guy. You can be a real, listen, I'm almost a world champion powerlifter. I mean, Matt, how strong am I?
You're a lot stronger than we think.
And I sit down to pee. Men join me in saying loud and clear, I sit down to pee. It does not make me less of a man.
The other thing
My phone, I can use 2 hands on my phone. I can type so much faster.
Rob, I also think, I don't think there are that many people in the world, like at an airport or somewhere else, that are looking at people's crotches anyways. Like, Like
Robbers.
I don't think I would even notice if you had the problem. If it happens to you, it's probably happened to all of us. Like shit happens.
You wouldn't notice if somebody came out of the bathroom with a quarter-sized dark spot on the front of their shorts?
I'm with Russell on this. I don't think, I would not notice one bit.
Can I just say, from your mouth to God's ears, I pray that's true. Okay? I do. I pray that's true. That would solve a lot of stress. Because I'll tell you right now, you got 5 minutes. You got to do something for 5 minutes and then it just goes away. It's like sham wow. It's
how
crazy.
many people do you see walking around the airport that have piss stains? Like,
That's
I don't
the
know.
thing.
I don't think
I could not think of one situation where I've seen that because I'm not looking for it.
Hey, we are Legion. We could be everywhere out there. You wouldn't even know it. Guys, this is great. You guys are making me feel so much better. Thank you.
No, but I'm asking you, how many people do you see every time you're in the airport with piss stains?
None. Zero.
Liam Neeson.
Well, sometimes one. The other day, one. Me. I looked in the mirror to check where the piss stain was.
Liam Neeson should be a sit-down guy.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, might as
We're
well
looking
be a
again.
sit-down guy.
Liam Neeson. By the way, Liam Neeson coming out with a new movie. Have you guys seen the trailer for this? The Naked Gun. All I could think about. Liam Neeson pee pants. My dad's computer. It's a purple link.
Maybe he looks at his phone when he's in the urinal too.
I mean,
Yeah,
guys,
that's
look
what's
at him.
going on.
This one is just solid piss. It's the whole way up and down. See, I don't look like that. I don't even look like that. That's too big. These are all too big. These look like he got stabbed. Looks terrible.
I think Scottie Pippen just had a picture come out, resurface.
Finally, we're getting somewhere with this podcast. God, we're about to blow up. Scottie Pippen, got to hit it with you, pee pants. All right, let's look at the search. Yup, there it is. He is hanging out with some attractive. Now, this is bad. This is a bad picture.
That's not a pee pants. That's like he sat in like a wet
spilled
chair
a drink or something. Yeah.
Russell, you guys, Occam's razor. You guys want to make every excuse for Scottie Pippen. You think everything Scottie Pippen's ever done is so great. Okay? Oh, I love that he fucked Michael Jordan's kid or whatever.
Whoa.
Okay? Or no, what was it?
I think that's
I got that
Alabama.
wrong.
I think his ex-wife slept with
Reverse
Michael
that.
Jordan's kid.
Michael Jordan's kid.
Michael Jordan's kid fucked his ex-wife?
They're married.
Oh, Rob, try this. Wow. I love when he threw the chair and went out of the game so Tony Kukoc could hit the game winner.
Yep. Now, that's P, guys. And it's you know what, Matt? To you, for bringing me another P Pants picture, I salute you. This is a great day. Listen, we are talking about, what are we talking about? Oh, Heaven or Las Vegas, Cocteau Twins.
Music. It's a music podcast.
Cocteau Twins. Did you guys expect to hear a female lead singer? I know I didn't, and never in my wildest dreams did I assume that this was what it was. I had no idea. Russell, I did like Russell this time. I read the Wikipedia before, so I wasn't that surprised when I heard. This is what they call dream pop. This is like a whole new genre. It's kind of, I think it's similar to shoegaze, right? A little bit, but it's got a lot like, what have we heard? Portishead. There's some drivel on that episode, I remember. My Bloody Valentine. Right? I mean, the female singer, dreamy guitars. You can't really hear what's going on. I know. I mean, Aaron, how would you classify this album?
I think dream pop is. I wouldn't have thought of that. It made me think of Kate Bush. Is that just being reductive? Or is that like, it's a lady singer, so it's Kate Bush? I don't know, but
no, I think it's a good. I
wouldn't have given it a classification. You're right. Like Cocteau Twins sounds like the most like British dude band name of all time. I was like, it's got to be British dudes. And then I mean, I guess they're from the UK, but it's And
I thought it was going to be like hard electronica. That's what I figured it would be like Autobahn. Now listen, this band was formed. This album comes out in 1990. This band forms in 79. It's a Scottish band. Finally, after like their fifth album,
some hope.
1988, they signed with Capitol. And they come out. This is their second album on Capitol. And it's by far their most commercially successful. It's so successful, it got up to number 7 on Russell's favorite chart, the UK chart.
Yeah,
Russell
we got to talk about this. I saw where they
Switzerland as well.
Did you see where they got on the U.S. charts?
99 on the Billboard Top 200.
Hey, I can tell you where my ranking is now. This is a fun album, but the fuck, if you get to 99 in your year, you can't be on this list. That's ridiculous. This would be like if we were talking baseball. It'd be like, let's talk Twins. It'd be like, man, Al Newman played a bunch of positions in one game, so he's a better player than former MVP Miguel Tejada. Get the fuck out of here.
That's
There's
crazy.
no way.
What rhymes with Tejada? Matt, you're going to get that joke at the end of the podcast. Now listen, this also
99.
My favorite quote from this album is basically the vocalist Elizabeth Fraser was married to the guitarist Robin Guthrie. And part of what was happening in this album is that she was going through pregnancy and birth. And she said that, and this is a quote in from Wikipedia, the husband's cocaine habit escalated during the recording process for the album before. However, the couple believed that the new baby would prove a diversion from Guthrie's dependency and allow the pair to play happy family. Now, those of us that have had kids, is there any way that you are hooked on sweet Colombian blow and a baby comes along and you say, oh, I'll stop doing this thing that makes me feel much better and has me forget about my life? Is there anything about a baby that would make your drug problems better?
Chemicals? I don't think so.
Oh.
Not me.
Can you imagine? Whatever I'm doing, triple it when that baby comes. Oh, big time. So let's get into the Cocteau Twins. Now, if you notice, no research on these songs. Why? I go to Genius. The Cocteau Twins, even though they disbanded 2 years after this album, they have sued Genius and taken down all their lyrics and everything. So I have zero research.
Yeah, the lyrics were hard to find. I was looking for an opening thing and
really hard to find.
azlyrics.com and I had to click to approve that I was a human. I was like, nope, I'm out.
And if that's suspicious, Russell. Now I'm suspicious. Do you know the name John Connor? Does that ring a bell?
Exactly
Murphy.
what someone who's not a human would say.
You wonder if RoboCop, if he had to find all those stoplights, if he could find half of them. You know what I mean? Are you human? And he can click.
What?
Which one? Well, he's half human, half robot, Russell. But you know what he's all of.
Has cars. But is it the whole car? Or is it just a car? Is it part of the car? What if it's just a little tail light?
Exactly. Russell, he's all cop, though. That's what he is. This is Cherry Colored Funk. Now, listen. Shoegazy.
I get it. I hear that. The shoegazy guitar sound. Yeah.
What were you thinking before you heard Dream Pop? What were you thinking this was? Just kind of an 80s? Because
how would I classify it?
Thing, right?
Or
yeah.
Would it just? I guess I would have just said 80s guitar rock. I mean, it's interesting you said My Bloody Valentine because the other band that made me think of right away was the Raveonettes, who I know took a lot from My Bloody Valentine. And nobody knows the Raveonettes except for my brother. I don't expect that's not everyone should know them, but it's a band I really liked. And they were also, I'm sure, listening to Cocteau Twins.
You don't have to apologize for liking a band, Eric. You're in a safe place. We're not going to make fun of you
for liking some strange bring something up, and then you guys go oh yeah, everybody knows about that. And I realize in this case it's a niche, kind of thing. So
Jesus, this must be a niche if you're saying that's niche.
One of the people that was influenced by them was Nigel Goodrich, and he was a producer, and he ended up being heavily influenced by them, their ambience and mood. And he went on to work with Beck.
Wow.
Okay.
And Beck kind of has that atmospheric sound on a lot of his Sea Change and Morning Phase ones.
Ooh,
so I kind of thought when it comes to being inspired indirectly by the Yin Yang Twins, who did it better?
Beck did it better. Russell, that was good. I actually like that. Now, okay, next up, okay, speaking of Frank Viola, Pitch the Baby. There's actually an article about how My Bloody Valentine and the Cocteau Twins are the ones that conducted these lawsuits because their lyrics showed up on Spotify and they were just wrong and it pissed them off. So much so that the Cocteau Twins, who all hate each other, got together and said, we're not allowing our lyrics. And it turns out, you know why they had to release lyrics in the first place? You cannot release a CD in Japan without listing the lyrics. They will not allow it to be released. So that's why a lot of these bands like this have the lyrics that you don't, they're hard to find, but yet they show up places. Now, Russell, this song peaked all the way up at 38 on the UK singles. I also wrote Big in Switzerland, so I had that joke ready to go.
This sounds so much like ABBA. I was like, these guys sound like ABBA so much on this track. I had to double check I was listening to the right thing.
I hear what you're saying exactly. So why is ABBA on the list, or is it just because they got the greatest hits, or what?
ABBA's on the list for sure. Yeah. I've seen it before. This is a Scottish band actually. It's one of the greatest. A lot of people consider it one of the great Scottish bands. Oh damn! If I had more time, I would have made a list of the best Scottish bands. Fuck that up. Maybe I'll do it the next episode. 50-50 clown.
Are the Proclaimers Scottish?
That's what I was thinking too, Aaron. It sounds like it does. If not, it's kind of stolen valor a little bit.
Yeah.
Matt, can you see if the Proclaimers are Scottish? Can you just...
Yeah, Matt should look, because when I look, I get distracted by the list of people from Port Arthur, Texas. It's going to fucking blow you guys' mind.
Lately, I've been seeing on TikTok that people are having parties where they are inviting things like magicians. I propose that we get together for like 4 weeks or for like 4 days and record like 8 episodes at the beginning of the summer. Yeah. What if I hired a magician one night to come in, like a real professional magician to do a magic show for the 4 of us? Would that rule?
The Proclaimers are a Scottish band. They're a Scottish rock duo formed by twin brothers, Craig and Charlie Reed. So we got some more
Scottish twins.
Another great one. Franz Ferdinand. Take me out.
Take me out.
Boy, I just realized I shouldn't have said this because this is making a lot of work for Future Rob. Hey, sorry, Future Rob.
Annie Lennox.
Future Rob, look at that. Wow.
We really should have done a great Scottish bands list.
Wow.
Calvin Harris.
Guys, I was going to do this next. Oh, this is so good. Next up, Aaron, you know I love it. When in the middle of an album, I get to... I'm not gonna lie, it's not the biggest titular track I've ever seen. This is not. These are on the small side.
Don't you?
Yep. Well, that's so. Let me tell you,
the Bay City Rollers,
Cocteau. Oh, SATURDOI9. The Cocteau Twins, Russell, were named the Cocteau Twins because that was the name of the band A Simple Mind had originally. They'd kind of named themselves after A Simple Mind, another Scottish band. And that's how I made this list of the greatest Scottish bands. Let's do it right now.
Did we say the Proclaimers? I'm going to be 500 miles.
Yeah. That's how far they're going to walk.
Twin brothers.
Russell, can I ask you this, Russell? The Proclaimers on that song say something like, by the way, I wear your ring. Oh, Russell, song to think about here. Not your cock ring, Russell. Did your microphone cut out? I saw you mouth the words. Now... What was I saying? Oh, when the Proclaimers say havering, what are they saying? Are they saying havering? When I'm havering to you. What is the lyric there?
I don't know.
You got to sing.
I've always sing havering.
Sing it for us.
When I haver hum to you, I'm gonna haver.
I'm going to be the man who's havering to you. But I don't know what they're saying.
And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering. It's a Scottish word meaning to talk nonsense, to babble, or to waffle.
Oh.
It does mean to dither, but in the context of this song, it means to make small talk or talk rubbish, basically.
That'd be a great name for a podcast. Think about it. Hey, Aaron.
And it says, if I gab on, well, you know I'll still be the man chatting away beside you.
Do you want to do Proclaimers did it better with me, Aaron?
Yeah.
We could be Colin Havering.
Havering.
We'd get to this album. We'd be like, we'd do all the albums again, Aaron, but through the lens of the Proclaimers.
But in a Havering style.
Holy shit, that's a great idea.
Go. Let's start tonight.
Okay, Matt, you can be part of it too. I saw you mouthing it. I think your microphone's broken. Fotsol Politic.
What?
Oh, I don't know, guys. Let me die.
Hey, Rob, for the write-up, we have to have something about the 250th greatest album, Havering or Las Vegas.
You've done it again, Russell. Just like Homer Simpson's boss, Mr. Dithers. No, we don't have to. Wolf in the Breast. Okay. Ooh. Now, of course, this reminds me of when a student of mine drew a tattoo that he wanted to get of an animal ripping out of his skin. And it said the beast within, but his handwriting was so bad that it looked like the breast within. And he was showing everybody. And everybody would say, the breast within? What's
going on there?
What is this album, guys? What's going on with our lives?
I got a breast tattoo story. I got a tattoo like 3 weeks ago, and there was another person in there getting their full back piece work done. And this person was, I don't know if they were trans or non-binary or what exactly. And So they sort of had the look of like an adolescent boy, but I think they were not adolescent. So they, they're getting their back piece done, and like, they stand up a couple times, like,
Aaron's
go get
giving me the ultimate. Aaron, just give me a second. Aaron's giving me the ultimate challenge for a joke. I will find a joke with this story.
Let's not.
I will.
The joke. Don't worry, the joke's coming.
I'm going to thread the needle, Russell. Don't worry. I'm going to land this plane.
So they're lying on their stomach getting the back piece done, and then they get to have a cigarette and like throw on a sweatshirt or whatever, and then come back, and then so they finish, and the artist says, "Okay, like I think we're done. Like whatever, hit me up if anything goes wrong or whatever." And then they stand up, and she was wearing like tape over her breasts, right? And so she's like, maybe I'll take this off. And then she goes, you know what? These aren't going to get sucked anytime soon, so I'll just leave it on. And and like I heard it, and then their artist goes, well, yeah, I guess if you're going to get your titties sucked, take them off. And everybody's like, what the fuck is he saying? I can't believe he said that. And he's like, they said it first. Like I was just responding to what they said.
That is like at that point, are you like, they're filming me? I'm on a YouTube show. They're looking to see how fast I look over when they say this.
That's right.
Aaron.
I love the tattoo shot, man.
Meanwhile, Aaron's walking out of the bathroom dabbing himself at the urinal so he doesn't come out with a nickel pea spot on his shorts.
Aaron, if you hear somebody say that again, you should be like, hey, listen, I don't ever do this, but I got a podcast you would love. I know something you would just think is great.
I'm not out here trying to promote my podcast, but you would like the jokes.
The 3 R's I love the most: road, river, and rail. No joke.
No, I can see having this album on in the background. It's pleasant. It's kind of unique and interesting.
No doubt.
I'd add this to my collection for sure.
It's like fair price music. Yeah,
it's
I agree.
Kind of a making love album. I'm not going to lie.
Ooh, I like it.
But guys,
I like that thought.
At any point, were you listening to this album and you kind of questioned like the podcast existence? Like, was it like did you kind of have an ET moment where you were like,
why would we do that?
I don't know.
I know Matt's not going to do it.
Until the last song, if you jump about 2 minutes in, when it catches fire, this song is a banger.
Frou Frou Foxes,
A little bit of
Midsummer.
Björk sound, yeah?
Oh, you gotta let it go for a little bit.
Oh, you want me to pull forward? Now, Russell, let me ask you this. Were you super high listening to this album?
No,
this sounds like you might have been super high.
Go to the first part where it jumps up. Go take it. There you go. Oh, damn it.
Well, I don't
This
think
part
you're
here.
actually...
Okay.
I thought this was a jam. It was kind of a trance. I liked it.
I like the layers of the sound. Yeah.
I thought this song was fantastic.
Good. Russell. We all find,
Expanding our minds,
sometimes
man. That's
we're
what this
havering
was
so
about.
much we find something we love.
Well, that takes us back to the original inception of this podcast, was learning new stuff and expanding our minds.
And where did we go terribly wrong, Aaron? Where did
Here
this
we
go
are.
terribly wrong?
Couldn't have been the dick jokes.
Hey, Rob, we know where it went terribly wrong. And it was when you detailed your urinal issues with us.
Is this our jump the shark moment? Everything from here is downhill?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the podcast picks up when you guys are making fun of me. I feel like that's it's almost like I'm projecting sometimes. Oh, well, can't be me. Do you guys know what a Freudian slip is? It's when you say one thing and you mean your mother. And that's unrelated to what's happened over to me over the last 2 days. Let's get into our favorite part of the list, which is talking about the list itself. Does this, the Cocteau Twins, Heaven or Las Vegas, does this belong at album 245? Okay, if it does, that would be a rolling well-toned. It is perfectly in here. It belongs right here. If it should be higher on the list, of course, meaning a lower number. Okay? Some people would say, hey, my kids are doing 360s kneeboarding. Well, this album's doing a 245 in my head today as I was listening to it. Lifting weights, by the way. Not the greatest album to lift weights to. Or is this a rolling groan? We did not like this album. It should be lower on the list. Or maybe it just doesn't belong on this list, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, let's keep that in mind. If maybe people are listening and they're going to give us an Apple iTunes review, which, by the way, you can't delete. and it says that we are not good at talking about shoegaze bands. That would be a real bummer. What do we think? Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Groan? Russell, what do you think?
This is nonsense. I go back to this. This is 1990, right?
Yeah.
This is when we
Yes.
were kids. I've never heard of the band before. Never heard of them. You're going to go back and tell me history down the road. You're going to say, hey, what did you think of the Cocteau Twins when you were 10 years old? I'd be like, if you've never heard of them, they can't be this high on the list. I get they might be influential for people, and I like that Frou Frou Fox song at the end. But this is silliness. The bands we have not heard of from yet, the artists we've not heard from yet, get the fuck out of here. This is way too high. Rolling Groan.
Aaron, Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Boned, or Rolling Groan?
Yeah, I don't like giving this one a rating because I really enjoyed it, but we haven't heard Dookie yet. We've got some really cool stuff coming up. I just don't see how this is better than some of the things that are coming immediately after it. So I enjoyed it. I'll probably listen again, but I'm still going to give it a Rolling Groan.
Matt, what do you think? Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Groan?
I wish we would have taken like 5 minutes to go through the albums that are, what are we at here? 245, 246 to 300, and just see if we could find one album that this album is better than. I mean, we've got American Idiot by Green Day, Whitney Houston by Whitney Houston. We've got
to run.
Honky Chateau by Elton John. We got the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. This is basically what the movie was about.
Yeah.
At 255, we've got The Coat of Many Colors, Dolly Parton. Pearl by Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin from Fort
I'm
Arthur,
going to
Texas.
keep going. The Wish You Were Here
Big
by
Bopper.
Pink Floyd. We've got, The Byrds, Sweet Harbor Rodeo. We've got The Bends, my favorite Radiohead album. And of course, at 294, we've got Weezer by Weezer. I'm with Russell. I don't know how this is here. Sure, it's a great album for what it was, but it seems like such a little niche part of the music genre that I can't believe it's up here. So I'm going to say it's rolling.
Unfortunately, you guys are incorrect.
Shit.
This album gets a Rolling Scott Loaned. I've never listened to this band, but I am part Scottish, so I love it. It makes me want to wear a kilt, so I won't have so much pee on my pants. So obviously, it's good I talked about that for the Rolling Going because that was my follow-up bit.
1990, the album that stayed at the top of the 200 the longest, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em by MC Hammer. Put that on the list.
Let's get that on the list.
1,000 times better, do you think? 100 times better?
Yes.
Like, totally. Next up, don't call it a comeback. We've literally been doing this podcast for years. It's Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool
that'll be
J
fun.
and all the other songs we know off that album.
That would be my first CD ever. First CD I ever bought.
Really?
Yes.
We're going back to the rap album that inspired Russell to be part of that neighborhood rap group.
I remember one of the weird ones on this is the song Milky Cereal, where there's just some woman singing about milky cereal in like a seductive way.
Wow. Matt, can I play one thing before you turn off your recording?
Beck did it better.
Guys, you know Jack Morris had a hammer. You just know it. Cactus Jack? Makes sense.
When Tom Kelly came out to take him out in the 10th, he goes, I've got a haver in to get these last 3 outs, TK.
Wow.
It's time to say goodbye. Let me tell you now.
Oh my God, that was so long. That goes on for so long.
Awkward.
All right, man. Let's play this song we played.
We're gonna win twins. We're gonna score. We're gonna win twins. Watch the baseball soar. Knock out a home run. Shout a hit parade. Cheer for the it shows. You forget he hit a cop with his car and pushed her down the road. Chris Clue got arrested for protesting, but it was his Tecmo Bowl sweatshirt that was interesting. Isaiah Ryder had dunks and made it rain. You forget he was also arrested for cocaine. Then there are the quarterbacks we love, like the great number 4 Brett Favre. He embezzled money from volleyball nets. He also sent a picture that he now regrets. Kirby Puckett won a ring in '91, but avoid him if you go to the bathroom in Redstone. In 2005, if you were on the lake, you would have found Fred Smoot and the Vikings with a double-headed snake. And before you think it's just the guys, Odyssey Sims from Lynx also got a do-I. So let's cheer for Minnesota.